ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Palmer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the counter. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. They feed him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the grab but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's on 4th down.
The Wolverines will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Long incompletions, okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go, give us 3, big fella. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're going to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to the well. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Motion from the offense. They'll try to run for it.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
It's caught. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Ready, set. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. I know so well.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Sanders. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Illinois lining up quickly. He'll come out throwing on first down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
A little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Ball in the air, intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Illinois right back to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. It's caught. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Bauer. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. He's going to pass on second down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Dixon. Tackled after picking up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Timeout, Michigan.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Makes a move. Gets it all the way out to the 42. Job come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 15 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He finds his man. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Illinois lining up quickly. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Getting some heat. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's got it. Touchdown, Illini. They take the lead with the 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 72 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Illinois right back to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left, and they can't make the connection.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now
he's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Bauer. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quick handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Illinois right back to the line. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down.
He wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. The offense starts with a short field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Illinois lining up quickly.
Brings up second down.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on third. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFB championship is always a threat to come back. They're trailing by 11 to Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Illinois right back to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Spits it out to the back. Complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense, this quarterback.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. He wants to throw. He's taking the shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Illinois! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead.
4.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Shakes off the tackle. Timeout is called. The clock stops with 26 seconds left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just
trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. On the move, it's Stewart. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and that's incomplete. And that last play, you wanted to try to make this next play more manageable, right? You wanted to cut it down. Now, you got no options. Send big, tall, fast guys deep. Buy time with your quarterback to scramble around so they can get back there. Throw that puppy up. Fold your hands together, say a little prayer, and hope it works.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. And back to the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down.